Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here with part 3 of my 100x an hour farming video. Now, as I said, this is, basically me posting someone else's method and or, strategy. Now, I've done something like this similar in the past, but I had never really thought to post it because until this league it wasn't really worth posting. But I can't claim any originality because I didn't post first video, so I'm not going to. When I get to it later today, I will add his video as a link to my video to show that, he was the original idea. My goal here is to post basically to post this video and, or these videos and showing how profitable this 100x an hour currency making method is. So first things first, I will say that aside from the first map that I already ran and showed you guys, I did roll 2 more maps. Now I would have rolled 3, but because I messed up I actually used one of my usages of both my sextants and my watchstones on my Conqueror map, and it is what it is, it happens. And second, I am actually running for the rest of the test, Rusted Harbinger Scarabs. Now, I could run Gilded just to kind of complete the test and make it so, you have a full outlook on what it looks like, but for the sake of the video, I think I am going to run the Gilded, but I will be running in the future a test with Rusteds, so you can kind of see the price difference versus the price gain. Excuse me. I was already prepared and had a close app, and I've been having issues, so alright, so without further ado, we are going to put our map in, our 3 fragments in, and then we're going to go down and put in Harbingers. So remember, this is 2 guaranteed Harbingers, 4 guaranteed Harbingers, plus the 1 for 7 guaranteed Harbingers. We have Nemesis on the map, and Nemesis 3 currency, along with Beyond and Delirium. So let's see what all we get in this map. Now, as I said before, I am on console, I am on PlayStation 4 specifically, and I'm on standard. So I don't expect this money making method to make me specifically any currency off the watchstones on selling them. I have like literally 100 of them or so, or more. And I can just keep rolling them over and over and over. Sextants aren't exactly that expensive, and I can just keep going if I want to. And it is definitely very worth it for me to do it if I do decide to do it, but I'll see how things go from, from here.
Life will end and you will be forgotten.
Oh, well, we immediately freeze and immediately die. This is the joys of playing on console. Yeah, if you have a console, you will understand my pain. Now, this is probably the end of my Delirium Mirror. If it is, well, there's nothing we can do. Unfortunately, it just so happens that sometimes you will rip your Delirium Mirrors. And that time just happened to me this time for me. Well, go figure, right? Let's see if we can do this again. Alright. Oh, looks like we're doing okay now. Remember, we do have enemies running, quicker, so we do have to kind of be careful. We are on a min-max dice shot, so clear is just... Oh boy. Well, that is death number 2 due to lag. As you see, console is amazing, and you should totally play Path of Exile on console. Let's see if we can survive a 3rd portal on this setup. If not, I will have to just pull out my hollow palm and clear it real easily without any effort whatsoever. Gotta Well, I have lost the Delirium Mirror already, so we have already lost a good portion of our profits. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So our next map, what I'm going to do is run Hollow Palm. And probably the end of this map too, just because Hollow Palm is a much easier and much smoother play style. And even if I lag a bit, I have max blocks, so it's a little harder for me to die.
My mana is gone.
Alright, so we got that down. So what you can also do is, if you really want to, you can roll one Watchstone with whatever you want on it. And basically, if you want to roll a you know, just random Watchstone with chance for ults to drop as full stacks or chance for chaos to drop as full stacks, it is very much in your best interest to do so, probably, just because it'll give you even more profits on the top end of your farming. Now, I did start saying I was going to change up the video and do, you know, the less Harbinger ones, right? They're polished. But because I started with Gilded, I literally last second changed my mind, and I felt like it is what it is. Let's just make the video, get it over with, and kind of show you guys the end results of the 4 maps. Now, I did post the results of my map that I had that was, you know, kind of juiced up in versus the Delirium boss versus the Conquer. And that map went by really smoothly. I ended it real quick and there was no issue. I will say I haven't seen a Super Harbinger yet, and that's kind of disappointing. Unless this is it. Oh. I think we just found it. Alright, cool. Well, Raw Divine Orb. And an Exalt. Looks like our Harbinger is still spawning. He is, okay. Hey, he's finally done spawning, cool. So now we go over here. Looks like we accidentally killed Map Boss. Alright. Now this map feels like it was a bit unlucky because I only got 1 Super Harbinger out of the whole map. Obviously, with 7 Harbingers, it's statistically a pretty low chance for you to get, for you to only get 1 Super Harbinger, because it's 30% chance. I should have, quote-unquote, gotten 2, but that's just to be expected. So, in all honesty, if you can guarantee yourself 4 Harbingers on your map, which is 2 via the Scarab, 2 via your 2 via the Scarab, 2 via the 2 on your map device, that's enough to guarantee you, hopefully, 1 Super Harbinger. And as you saw, 1 Super Harbinger gave me all this currency and was very, 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 very profitable for me to do. Oh, I gotta murder them. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, you're not going to be as lucky, quote-unquote, as me. Oh, looks like we have another Harbinger pack here. Do we? Is it dead? Oh, gotta be careful. Obviously, you might not be as quote-unquote lucky as me and roll as many of these Watchstones, you know, back-to-back, and you might not get as lucky on the drops. I mean, in all honesty, you could go maps and maps and maps without getting, you know, an Exalt, but statistically speaking, it's not likely for you to go that many maps without getting an Exalt drop. So, let's see. We're almost done looting the map, then we're literally just going to put in the next map. As I said, the Delirium is kind of scuffed for this map. However, the last map I ended up getting 35 splinters, so I did add that to a separate tab, which I turned on the affinities for, just so we can kind of see what we're looking at. Large 12 passive, what is that? Small block? No. Okay. Alright, just because I don't really want to switch characters right now, I will be doing the last test on this character. Yeah, I lag died and lost to Delirium, but it is what it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You just gotta roll with the punches. We're just gonna run into our next one. Now, I will say the affinity tab, I am not putting maps on. So you can just, if you want to calculate that, you can, but I'm not going to calculate it. It's just a map to me. I have so many Elder and cheaper maps in Standard, I don't really care. Alright, so we're going to put the next map in. Remember, we have 4. We have 6 from our Harbinger right here. And then we have 1 from our general passive tree. Another thing to remember is if you do a lot of harvest, you will get infused harbingers, and that gives you an additional 2 harbingers. But for the sake of things we can reproduce on ease, we're going to do it this way. And let's get it going. Alright, let's try again. Hopefully this time it's a little less laggy when we start. Looks like it. Nope, never mind. Alright, cool. Things are dying. Oh, and we're frozen.
My mana is gone.
And we're frozen again. I did not mean to pick that up. I just wanted to... Oh, we're frozen again. Sadly, on console, this is to be expected. Looks like we got lucky and actually got a currency loot thing too. Now, I don't know why I am freezing so much. This is actually unheard of for me. I am still frozen in this thing. I haven't moved for a second. And I died. Well, looks like we have lost our Delirium Mirror for a second map in a row. And as you saw, due to lag, it's just sometimes that's what happens. I'd like to just go out, and only blame console, but I know that it is not an exclusive thing for console. I know, PC does have its issues right now where there's people who are lagging and crashing out of their maps. But it is what it is. I lost my Delirium on 2 of my maps, and the Delirium wasn't really a huge impact on my profit calculations. C'est la vie. So let's go see if we can salvage the rest of this map. As I said before, we okay, let's see. Let's kill Baymouth real quick, make sure I don't die to the fireball. I'll worry about loot later. Oh, looks like we have a ritual on our map. So this is what I was saying before in my first video. Ritual on the map isn't really the best thing. And the reason is basically you get the monsters and they can pop beyond monsters, and those monsters can give you loot. But you don't get loot off of the monsters in Ritual as far as the Nemesis 3 currency. They have their own drops that they drop, and I'll show you in a second what I mean. Oh, well, we got a Val Reliquary key. Cool. Oh, and Exalt, I think? I don't know. It's not showing up right now. It's probably Exalt. I can't see. I am lagging too bad. This is a console in a nutshell. Alright, well, when I come back to reality, I will see what What kind of loot we got? How about that? Oh, we died. Alright. Back to checkpoint. Now, as you've seen in my first video and in my first video in rolling this and my second video, this is really extremely simple to do. Now, I will say that I have a full, setup on my atlas and everything like that. So obviously, this is not a method you can do just off of, League Start. This is something that you will have to grind for. It'll probably be something you get, started after your first or second build. And this is what I'm going to show you. So as you see, there's a bunch of rare mobs that are going to spawn, and they're not dropping anything yet, and then they won't drop anything now either. The Beyond monsters that come out, they'll drop currency, but the enemies that spawn here, especially the enemies respawn ritual to ritual, will not drop you currency. So it's not a bad thing to get ritual, because ritual inherently has a decent amount of added value to the map. And of course, if you're doing delirium, you're gonna get more value that way too. Oh, okay. Stop, please. Stop, please. It's like a vine snare enemy somewhere that I'm not seeing. My clear is insanely strong. I don't understand.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Alright, fireball in my way. Fireball still in my way. And we got a ding. Alright, and after this we're going to loot and see all of the results of this map, and then all of the results for our, all the results basically from the last 3 maps. And what is this? A 6-link golden plate. So a divine orb. Why is this here? It's kind of a waste of time, isn't it? Item level 82. I don't know why I deferred that, but whatever. We're gonna take this, and defer this. Ooh, we don't really care about any of this, so we're just gonna take the fusings, take the screaming essences, the jewelers, that. Alright, cool. And let's see how profitable running 4 maps is. Now, strictly speaking, watchstones are inherently cheap. They don't have a lot of value, but they do have value if you decide to take your time and roll them. And as you see, just in the one map I'm doing here, and in the map that you saw the video of, well, the 2 maps I'm doing on this video and the map that you saw in my second video, part of the series, it is extremely valuable and profitable to do this. Obviously, your results may vary, but in my opinion, I did get kind of unlucky via my delirium. So, we'll just say it's a wash on that, and say that it is what it is. You're going to get what you're going to get. And when I'm averaging at least an Exalt map, and, we got a grand total of 4 Exalts in 4 maps, and one of the maps was scuffed, so one of the maps I ran under my Conqueror, which didn't have, Nemesis rolled on it, so I didn't even get the Nemesis modifier. Basically, I just screwed myself over, and I even had a big Harbinger pack too, so oops. It is what it is, though, I basically am here to show you, everything I can about this farming method, how lucrative it is, how profitable it is, and how insane how insane you can get your profit margins up, you know, just by running this method. And I hope people do use it. I hope people get really rich off of it. And let's just hope that, you know, we can all get rich together, right? Let's see here. I gotta get this Val Reliquary key. I don't need that. See if this is a deception. Or, nope, it's agility. Yeah, we'll keep agility. Agility is really good for getting currency, so whatever. Sorry if you just heard a noise. A fly literally decided to fly right next to me. Alright, let's see here. I am out of chaos, so I gotta be, or out of chaos, out of potions, so I gotta be careful not to attack. Because if I attack, I kill myself. I have blood rage in my helmet, and that's what happens when you have blood rage in your helmet. You die. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Very, very good. Very, very good. Alright, good. Just kill you. He didn't give me a potion, but he did heal me up, so that's fine.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Alright, gotta show off that a little bit. And as a bonus, I will open my Val Reliquary key, and just because I can, I will include it in profits, but I promise you, it's quote-unquote profits for this, whatever it is, isn't going to be much unless it's really high initial value. So let's put everything in our profits tab, and before we decide to show you everything that we found, we are going to open up a Val Reliquary key. I like the little alt art stuff, and I don't really care enough to sell them. They are a little bit of an expense in standard, but I just want to open it. So let's see. We got one. Oh, Doryanis. I was hoping for the cuties, but I mean, they're pretty cool. Alright, well, these are probably like 1C. So we're going to include these into the profits. Hooray! Alright, let's see what we made. How about that? So right here is my projects tab. As you see, we have made 2 raw X in here. We have about 25 chaos and an unmaking orb, a divine orb. How many awakened sextants, out of curiosity? Looks like we got 10 awakened sextants back in this project, and we got well, these 2 were the ones I put back, so we're not going to count that. We didn't get any other sextants, anything like that. We got 3 stacked decks. All in all, we made well more than my prospected value of the 3 watchstones that we used. So, without further ado, this has been Chaos-Reighn. I do hope that you enjoyed my my video, and I hope it has been informative to you. If you have any excuse me, if you have any kind of questions, please feel free to you know, to comment in on my video, and you know, go ahead and ask away. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, and I do hope that this has been helpful. Yet again, this is something that I strive to do, is bring both, 1, information to console players, and 2, to basically to help out as many people as I can in, you know, not just in standard like I'm playing, but helping them out play League as best they can, and as
just to enjoy it, you know. So I hope this has been informative, and you know, if it has, it has. If it hasn't, it hasn't. And thank you very much again for joining me. This has been Chaos-Reighn, and I'm out of here.